on the cloud. Yes, please accept that and recognize that we are recording this for training purposes. All right. I want to have a spotlight on visibility. We're going to talk about visibility and the importance of it. We're going to spend some time here. We're going to take an assessment, but then we're going to get into, I want you to always be prepared to talk about your business. Now, once we do this, I want to give you a really fun and fabulous opportunity. And that opportunity is to go live with me on Facebook through the VIP Center to talk about your business. So you'll get a chance to sign up. I do that every Friday. So you can pick a Friday where you can do that, and I'll bring you on and we'll interview you. We'll create a visibility video through the Facebook Live that you can share with people. You can put it on your website. You can post it on your social media. But we want to make sure that you know what you're talking about when you get in there. And I have a very simple formula for you to think through and always be ready to share about your business. You can use this formula in anything. So if you're interviewing on a podcast, if somebody is interviewing you for, TV or, for anything, then this will help you to stay centered and focused on giving your audience relevant information and inviting them to come and connect with you. So I'm going to do a quick mini teach. We're going to get to the, hey, who are you and all of that here in just a moment, but I do want to give you a quick mini teach. Some of you are familiar with this. Let me get to, so I want to share with you this concept of performance, image, exposure, and social agility. It's what we call PIEs. And when I was in corporate America, working with leaders and different people in the organization, I was really fascinated with how certain people got into positions who weren't the best performers, and they seemed to get all of the opportunities. So I was really fascinated with how this all worked, right? Well, in the process of this, I did a lot of research and I connected with a gentleman named Harvey Coleman. He had been studying this phenomenon for over 50 years. And what he found is that in order to be successful, it doesn't matter if you're in business for yourself or you're working for someone else, your success largely depends on these 4 factors here: performance, image, exposure, and social agility. Actually, he didn't identify social agility. I came in after the fact and said, hey, here's a component of this. And then we decided that this was actually the formula. Oh, let me get to it here. So let me get to PIEs. PIEs. So basically, I'm just plopping this out here to you, okay? These percentages that are here are what research shows are the most important elements in order for you to have success, whether it's in your career, you're owning a business, you're trying to sell things, you're trying to be a leader, you're trying to be a speaker or whatever. And so what research showed is that 10% of your overall success is performance. It's only 10%. Now, mind you, that percentage, that 10% has to be pretty stellar. It has to be good. But then 30% of your career success is dependent upon your image. That's your image, your branding. Without you even really opening your mouth, it's the way that you show up. 50% of your success is attributed to exposure. Now, this is one reason why when you're doing business with somebody, you know, most people, what research shows is that people are most likely to do business with someone that they know versus someone that they don't know, even if they know that that person isn't the best. So exposure is really, really important. And that's why we're talking about visibility today. And then the other 10% is social agility. So when we say social agility, we mean, you know, how do you read the room? When you're interacting with people, if you go to a networking event, like if you come to the women's circles, are you one who is most likely to come in and greet people and say, hey, how are you doing? Tell me more about you. And you're reading their body language, you're picking up what's going on with them, versus the person who goes and sits down and just waits quietly. You know, social agility is key to bringing clients in and being able to connect with them, being able to read them. So I could really spend a half a day on talking about this and all of the research around this, but I wanted you to see this because you need to know that this formula is still working. It works today. It works in, you know, your business and how successful you are in connecting with other people. And so we know how many of us are spending a lot of time in our business performing. You're in there just doing the work. Yep. Yeah, that's only counting as 10% of your overall success. So we have a huge opportunity, especially around the image and exposure piece. So branding is important, your credibility, doing what you say you're going to do, but nobody is going to do business with you if they don't know that you exist. So exposure and image, actually, we're working on both of these together. So let's do a quick assessment. So you can take your worksheet, and what I want you to do is for each blank, we've got all 4 categories. I want you to give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 5 on how well you're doing this. So 1 to 5, 5 is the highest. It means like I'm maxing out. I'm doing absolutely everything there is to do in this area. So let's go ahead and just take your assessment and jot down your scores. Just add them up really quickly. I'll give you a couple minutes to do that. Okay, real quickly. So let's see, which of the categories did you get your highest scores? So was it performance, image, exposure, social agility? You all can go ahead.
Mine was image.
Image
Yeah.
was your highest?
Oddly enough, social agility.
Okay. Crystal, social agility. Yours was performance, Tori?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was performance too.
Okay. All right. And so which was your lowest? Let's hear what the lowest was. Ariane, your highest was social agility and image. So Marty, what was your lowest?
Exposure.
Exposure. Crystal?
That.
Exposure.
Exposure.
Mm-hmm. Tori?
Exposure.
Ariane?
Performance.
Okay. Kiera?
Exposure.
Okay, so other than Ariane, we've got a common bond here. And that common bond is that we're spending less time on exposure. And for most of you, you're spending more of your time in performance. And so when you're performing and when you're in business, it's a whole different ball game. If you're always working inside of your business, then, which you need to do that to a degree, obviously, to run your business. But when you are not giving any attention to exposure, nobody's going to know. You know, nobody's going to know that you exist. And it is definitely a process that you have to go through in order to get that exposure. So I just want to check in with you all. Was there an item that you were really high on, you know, that you got a 5 on, you thought, man, this is my best thing. You know, if you look at all the item level things, like I'm doing my best work as evidenced by my results. Was there something in there that it was a 5 and you're like, I absolutely do awesome at this?
I get
Mine, I do what I say I will do with a high level of integrity.
Okay. So the integrity piece. Okay. And Tori?
That was the same one. I do what I say I will do with the high level of integrity. Same one.
Okay. And then Marty.
Positive image and personal brand.
Yep. Well, which that fits perfectly with what you do,
Yeah,
you know, wardrobe styling.
right.
Right. I also got a, and I'm able to read the room, including people's body language.
Mhm.
Yep. Kira, what did you have?
So my highest ones were the same one. I do what I say with a high level of integrity. And
Mhm.
also I'm respected and valued as a business owner.
Good. Okay. And Rachel?
I said I add value by speaking up on important matters because I generally don't I don't let position, like if I feel like something needs to be addressed, I'm not afraid to address it in a room in that situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes that gets me into trouble because I only give myself a 3 for reading the room.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like, okay, I probably could have picked a better time and place, but it still needed to be said.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, this is a really good way to check in with yourself to see, you know, all right, where is my focus right now? Where is it that I'm needing to work on my presence and my performance and my visibility and my social agility in business? But now I want to get down to the nitty gritty, because what happens when you finally get the opportunity for visibility? Usually when that happens, we're caught off guard. I see this happen over and over and over again. Whenever I interview anybody on Facebook Live, or I bring them on camera, or we're doing a coffee talk and they say, well, what should I talk about? And I'll tell them, hey, you know, well, just talk about yourself, be prepared to talk about your business and what you do in your business. And I just see it happen over and over where they come on there and they're fumbling. They really don't know how to articulate who they are, what they do, and what value they bring. And they struggle even more to talk about who their target audience is, you know, who their clients are, how they help them, and the services that they offer. So I want to help you all nail this. I want to help you to nail this and also give you a chance to come on Coffee Talk so that you can put this to use right away. All right, so we're going to look at this second page. Put this together really quickly. I have a more formal, beautiful page. I could not find it. I'm like, I am wasting my time performing right now. So I put this together because I know this process by heart. But we have these key areas. We've got your 30 to 60 second introduction. And this is basically who I am, what I do, and, you know, and how do I help people. So for example, I might say, well, I'm Angie Nuttle, and I'm the CEO of the Corporate Talent Institute, and I'm the founder of the VIP Center for Business Women. And I help both corporate and entrepreneurial women to step up their presence and their profitability in business so that, you know, and I'll just go into this really, really simple definition of who I am so that people understand how to take me, right? The next piece that's really important to have a handle on is your personal story and background. Now, of course, we come from all different walks of life, but you have a story. And Marty Justice, this morning, you did an excellent job. We were walking through a process, and Marty, you told a background story here's how I got started in this. I grew up this way. This is what I loved. And you really just said what was important to you. So you can tell a very brief personal story and background in just a matter of a minute or two. You can really get it down to that place. You also want to know specifically who you help. I help women who are struggling with confidence to recreate a new mindset that leaves them feeling like they have everything that they need so that they can go out and kick butt in business, right? I mean, it's really just, well, who is your client? Who is it? Who are the typical people that you work with? Who are the people that you want to work with? You also need to be able to talk about why your clients come to you. Why do they come to you? What is it that they want from you? So I'll use Marty as an example. Marty, women come to you to get a closet makeover and a wardrobe transformation because they are struggling to find the time to find the right outfits. Number two, they're not well versed in putting things together and they know that they need help. And it might be number three, they know that they've got to upgrade what they've had in their closet because they have a Goodwill store happening in their closet, right? I mean, those are just some examples of why people come to you. So I always recommend that you have 1 to 3 reasons why people come to you and do business with you. You also want to be able to briefly summarize what you offer. I mean, this could be, I offer a wide variety of options around, whatever those options are. But you also want to be able to say, right now I'm offering a free consultation for the first 10 people who call me. Or, right now I'm offering a free consultation to those who are interested in learning more about my services. So you see, you're also giving them an opportunity to connect with you. And you have to really put it in front of them. You have to put it in front of them. And then this is the most important part at the end. You have to be able to tell them how to contact you. You can sign up for that complimentary session at www.martyjstyles.com/book me, or whatever it is. So I'm running through this very quickly, and I believe that the best way to ride a bicycle like this is just to get on and start trying to pedal. So I'm going to partner you up I'm going to put you in groups, and I want you all to take a moment to see if you can walk through some of these. All right. So first of all, I want everybody, both of you, to be able to do just a 30-second introduction. Let's get past that. Okay. Let's take this one step at a time. One of you goes and does your introduction, and then the other one. Then go to the next step. What's your personal story and background? The other person does personal story and background. Who you help, who the other person helps. So we'll just walk down. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to do this. So you're going to have some time, and we'll see how far we get, and then we'll check in. Rachel, you got a question?
Yeah, like you said, 30 to 60 seconds for the first part. How long should the other parts take? Like a minute to 3 minutes? Is that too much?
Yeah. So for example, this one right here might be 1 to 2 minutes. This was probably going to be about a minute. And granted, I'm just throwing you in here. We haven't had time to think about this. So we're really just seeing where you're at right now, how you actually handle this. And we'll go back and we'll start being more planful. Why do they come to you? 1 minute. Could potentially be 2 minutes if you're telling a story. What you offer, this is 1 minute or less.
Why is that one so low?
Say that again.
Why is that one so short?
What I offer,
Yeah.
because you're not going to go through all of your packages. That's the reason why you want to get them on a call.
Okay. All
You want
right.
to give them just enough that they're, I offer products and services that help Christian entrepreneurs to speak with confidence in public. And right now I'm offering a free consultation. So you see, that just took just a few seconds to say that.
Thank you. This was really helpful.
Good. All right. So remember, I'm just throwing you on the bicycle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see what happens, and we'll come back in about 15 minutes to see how it's going. And I may jump into your session, so just ignore me. I'm just coming in to check in to see how things are going.
Crystal, hey girl.
What up, y'all?
Oh, hey. Hey, you're back.
All right, ladies. So I heard some really good conversations going on in there. Sounds like some of you know what you're doing. That's awesome.
Marty's eyes. I might not now, but I'm gonna learn me how to do it.
Learn.
Her face just said it all. Love it.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to give one person for each topic to give the opportunity, just one person for each one. And here's how we're going to do this. I tell you what, I think I've not had enough coffee today. I can tell like everything isn't completely firing on all pistons. So let me slow down. Let me slow down. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask one of you to do a 30-second introduction. I'm going to ask another person to do the personal story, the next person to do who I help, so forth and so on. So let's just go ahead and identify who's going to do what here. All right, who would like to do, or who heard a really good 30 or 60-second introduction? Who heard one that was really good? Marty?
I heard one.
Who was it? Who were you with?
Ariane. Am I saying your name?
Ariane?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want Ariane.
Hey, Marty. Marty's introduction was better than mine.
Shut up. I was number one. I had to stop off 3 or 4 times. Shut up.
Okay, so who had a good personal story background that you heard that was like 1 to 2 minutes? Rachel?
Well, I thought I did that one the best out of the list. But Kira's story is really cool too. So I don't care.
Yeah, I enjoyed Marty's.
Okay, so Rachel, you want me to say you or Kira? You tell me.
I can do it if Kira doesn't want to.
Okay.
She's not in, so I guess I'm doing it.
Okay. Who had a good 1 minute, here's who I help?
Crystal did.
Crystal? Okay.
It was my shortest one.
Okay.
A
Oh,
really
Marty
long
gets known
intro.
for that.
Why do people come to you?
She's like,
I
Kira?
do that one.
Yeah. What you offer,
Tori.
Tori, and how to contact you, Marty Justice. And let's see, did we get everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was pretty awesome. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be the interviewer, and you guys are going to tag team. You're all going to be the person being interviewed, but you're just going to fill in the blanks with all of your stuff. All right, so Ariane, I'm so glad to have you on Coffee Talk today. So tell us who you are.
Well, first of all, let me thank you, Angie, for having me here on Talk. It's an honor and a privilege to be here. But anyhow, My name is Arian Nicole, and I am the founder of Rain IV Therapy, which is an IV hydration company, full concierge service where we come to you. So we bring health and wellness to you. I am a certified nurse practitioner. I've been a certified nurse practitioner for 5 years now. In 2009, health, wellness, healing is my cup of tea, or should I say coffee.
Very good. All right. So Rachel, tell us more about what's your story and background?
So I was actually introduced to my life community by my brother several years ago. I had just come off the mission field and was getting back into civilian life, if you want to call it that. And he said, "Hey, I'm doing this thing. You should come." I'm like, "Oh, he's in one of those." And I went with everything crossed, my arms crossed, my legs crossed, my eyebrows crossed, but the information that I got was really interesting. And they got to this one page where they said, most people live a 45-year life where you start working and around 35, you may hit top step and then you just flatline for the next 40 years till you drop off the cliff with retiring to half to 1/3 of your income. And I had just hit top step at the daycare I was working at. And I thought, that's my life. I don't want that to be my life. So I started learning about the information and joined the community. And the defining moment for me was when I actually paid off all my debt, the student loan debt, credit card debt, car loans, personal loans, everything's paid off and I live financially free.
Wow. That's incredible. So Crystal, who do you typically work with and who do you help?
Well, the typical people that I help are individuals of the public. I help them book private events, booking their space here at the VIP Center for Business Women. I also help corporations book events here for corporate retreats, also just for having a space to come together and use the conference room. I also help members of the VIP Center get acquainted and with their membership. I also assist Angie in daily activities here around the house and just normal maintenance and, clean. It's a wide variety of people that I assist.
Okay. All right. So Kiera, why do people come to you?
So people come to me because they are looking for a unique addition to their events, and they view my art as a way to elevate their event and capture their special days.
Wow. That's very distilled down and perfectly said. Good job. So Tori, what do you offer?
We offer, we connect valuable people to companies looking for top talent. At this moment, we also find, interview, and screen those top-notch candidates for client presentation to help fill those hard to fill positions. In addition, for the job searcher, we help with resume preparation and also fine-tuning those interviewing techniques.
All right, very good. So Marty, how can people contact you?
You can learn more about how to invest in your wardrobe upgrade by starting with a free 30-minute consultation at martyjstyles.com.
Yeah. All right. All right. Good job, ladies. So I know we've got about 8 minutes left, but what I want to do right now is I want to give you just 2 or 3 minutes of just quiet time. And I want you to think about this process and fine tune some points on these different areas. If you were to come on to Coffee Talk or to do an interview or a podcast, what would be the definitive points that you would want to make? What are the most important things that people need to know about your business by the time you get done with that interview? So I want you to jot down some thoughts there, what's really important, and then we'll do a Q&A to see what questions you have and share any other tidbits that you may have. So one of the things that is critical to you successfully connecting to potential clients and to an audience to get visibility is to be crystal clear. Crystal Schultz, crystal clear. No, but seriously, it's clarity is probably, I mean, when you think about you walking away, you don't want somebody to walk away being confused about what it is that you do. If they're confused or they get hung up on something, then they get stuck on that and they don't hear you the rest of the way. So it's better to be clear than it is to be clever. And you see a lot of people out there who are being clever, they have clever little sayings, and I can't think of anything really clever right now to say, but but they'll come up with these clever sayings, but you still walk away scratching your head saying, well, what exactly is it that they do, or what do they mean? We don't want them to get stuck by there. So who feels like they have a very clear picture of, let's just say, service, products, and packages? Who believes that they have a really crystal clear way to say that you, Marty? Okay. So how would you state what it is that you offer?
You mean like packages? Is that what you're saying?
It
Or
can
just-
be packaged. I mean, really, you can pick any topic.
Simple wardrobe stylist, period. That's very clear to me.
Yeah, I mean, and we've been working quite a bit on the language around you have very clear language around, I help you to detox that closet that's been sitting there, and that you've had Goodwill items that just need to be taken out, but you haven't taken the time to do that. We all hear that, right? I mean, that's super clear.
Yeah.
Versus I come in and do magic in your closet and you walk away feeling like a queen.
Right. Yes.
See, that's not even that clever, but that is very fuzzy versus, I come in and help you to create new outfits. We take your closet, we detox that closet, and we get rid of all of those things that you've been hanging on to for all of these years.
Yes.
Super clear.
Like
Yes.
when you said magic in your closet, it made me think of, oh, you're going to help me organize, not
Right.
get rid of stuff.
And before I met Angie, honestly, my word was just a personal stylist. And I think that there are people that know that, but not a lot of people know that. So putting that word wardrobe in front of it even clarifies who I am even more. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about these different areas that you need to be talking about whenever you're getting the chance to be visible? So it's one thing to think about it. It's another thing to actually state it. But now I'm going to give you the opportunity to do it. And I will send out some opportunities a little bit later, but the very first opportunity that I have is this Friday at 9 a.m. So you can you would be getting on our VIP Center Facebook page with me. We'd be doing a Facebook Live. It can be online because I do have live streaming capability. So we can do that online, or you can actually come to the VIP Center. If you believe that you are really prepared to talk about your business and walk through these steps and these topics, then let's go. So who wants to take me up on this Friday?
I will take you up on this Friday.
Yes, Rachel. Woohoo!
Oh my gosh, what did I just do?
That's good.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Yep.
So what should we do to practice? How do we know if we're practicing the right way? Like with regards of getting good feedback to like how you gave Marty the word wardrobe, or y'all came up with that together?
Yeah.
How can we really get down to it being precise?
So we're going to come back together again next Wednesday, and we're going to give you a chance to practice again and refine it. And I will give you some specific feedback and coaching. If you want more of a one-on-one, you can book a strategy session with me. There is a cost associated with it, but I would be solely focused on you. I think it's like $97 to do that, if you want the one-on-one coaching. But otherwise, you can think through your template today and then bring it back next Wednesday, and we'll give you a chance.
Okay.
All right. The other thing that I'm going to do, so I am going to send out some dates. So if you are ready to put your best foot forward and get visibility for your business, we will do that. You just have to sign up for a date.
I'm excited to see all you girls.
That's
That's like the
And when are you
next few
going?
Fridays. I'm like, I want to, well, I think I'm just going to have to go visit Rachel.
I know some of you are in food fighters, but we have chocolate out here.
You know,
So I'm staying away.
that's why I want to go. Oh.
All right, ladies. So that's all we have for today. This recording will be available for replay here in just a few minutes. So we'll send that out to you along with some dates, and we will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place.